Hey folks, Mike DelVisco back with you here. And, I thought I'd kind of continue this series that we're doing. Last couple have been on the Yamamoto Swim Senko, and I was going to do the Hula Swimmer next. But I decided to do something just a little bit different, and I was on the Inside Line website, which is insideline.net. It's a place, in case you guys don't know it, you can go there and get tons of informative articles from some of the guys from Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits. There's tons of features, tons of stuff to look at on that site, and it's a great place to go and get up-to-the-date information on new baits, and especially this bait right here, which is called the D-Shad, and it's a fluke style soft plastic jerk bait. And I'll be totally honest with you, I've never been a huge fan of the fluke style baits, and there's kind of a reason why, and it's because I don't feel that I've got really good contact with the bait, regardless if I'm fishing a spinning rod and reel or a bait casting rod and reel. Most of the other soft jerkbait style baits on the market, I just can't control the baits like I like to. And when the guys from Yamamoto came out with this new D-Shad, and I got some in, I immediately noticed one thing, which, if you look at the article from Inside Line, it really spells out the first thing that I noticed, and that was that this particular bait has the same quality of plastic as all the other Yamamoto baits. And perfect example of this, if you've ever fished with a Senko, which I'm sure you guys have, and you've tried some of the other baits that look similar, take a look at how that Senko falls, the rate of the fall versus all the other baits. They fall quite differently. That's because the formula of the plastic that they use over at Yamamoto is totally different from any other thing on the market. It makes the bait in the plastic more dense, and I think a lot of it's got to do with the amount of salt in the bait. This bait's got a lot of salt in it, so it changes the density and changes the fall rate of the bait. And it wasn't until I put this bait on and made a few casts with it that I immediately noticed that I can control the bait and feel the bait much better. I typically fish a bait casting rod and reel with a fluke style bait. I don't like fishing a spinning rod because I really start to lose control of it. I can't feel what the bait's doing. But with a casting rod and reel, 12 to 14 pound test fluorocarbon, 7-foot medium action rod, I can throw this bait a long way because of it's so dense, and it weighs more than a traditional fluke style bait. So I can throw it a good long way. I can twitch the bait a few times and it'll dart from side to side. And as the bait's actually falling, I can kind of feel what it's doing, and I can feel actually for the first time when a fish bites this bait. And I'll tell you what, they thump this bait pretty hard. This bait has a quite a different dynamic and cadence to it in the water. It's got a diamond shaped tail in the back, and it's really got a lot of erratic side to side motion. So for me, that's the first thing that I noticed with this bait, is the amount of control that I actually had with it versus other soft fluke style baits that are on the market today. We're going to continue and do some more applications for this bait. Probably some shallow stuff, probably some stuff you wouldn't think of doing with a bait like this, but we're going to show you those here as we go on here with the next few episodes. If I'm fishing this bait just kind of standalone by itself, It's a lot like what we talked about with the Yamamoto swim Senko out in the middle of the water column when the fish start to get schooled up, when they start to get in the middle of pockets, out off of breaks and points and things like that, and when they're kind of suspended in clear water circumstances. This thing's awesome. I've been fishing it here where I live in South Carolina quite a bit. Some of the clearer lakes, Lake Kiwi, Lake Hartwell, and it's just an awesome bait to fish and be able to draw those fish up from the deeper water, because they're, this time of year they're starting to feed up on shad. They're looking for something to eat. This bait has a great silhouette, a great profile, erratic action, and I can maintain contact with the bait, which for me is probably the most important aspect of fishing a soft fluke style bait. New D-Shad from Yamamoto. Check out insideline.net to read Chris Brown's article on the new D-Shad, and you can check out all the other articles that are on the site, and also check out Yamamoto Baits website, which is www.bytes.com. I'm Mike DelVisco. Tune back in again here next time. We'll show you some more things to do with this exciting new bait.
If you're a hardcore bass pro or just a weekend warrior, call us or log in to get the latest products. Our entire staff is made up of fanatical bass anglers. We have one of the largest inventories in the nation. So when you absolutely gotta have it, shop Bass Tackle Depot, where the pros shop. 1-800-591-7171 or BassTackleDepot.com 24 hours a day.